Yeah, please smile a little bit so that you don't frighten me as I was frightening you. Yeah. So I just have a few points that we were considering when we were judging. But first, and time management, 20 max. So, which brings me to the points that we really observed, and one of them is that some of you were really concentrating on punchlines than actual points. I am also very much aware that we used a lot of AI, and most of you were just reading what AI was telling you. So it doesn't matter how much you were flowing because you were reading, and it wasn't your knowledge. So we looked at all those discussion was about. So we were looking at all that as well. Then also understanding the motion. We were really digressing from the topic. I don't know if we're getting carried away or, yeah, we were really digressing from the topic of discussion. I don't want to sound very rude, but we would have done better in terms of thinking, because I feel like they are the points that you're telling us. So which means that showed us that you were not thinking at all. So all the points that were there, you took them, and that is exactly what you were talking about here. So I think we could do a whole lot better when it comes to thinking so that we can debate better. Let me also make mention that confidence and eloquence is not debate. You can confidently speak wrong things and confidently or eloquently speak wrong things. So while we will clap, or while the audience will clap at how confident and eloquent you were, if the points are not there, yeah, it won't help. If you look at the judging sheet, just like I earlier alluded, you realize that clarity and flow, rebutable and argument, evidence and knowledge had 40 marks, 40 marks, 40 marks. So now imagine clarity and flow, so we will have to cut it in 20 marks each. So if you have clarity, you get all the 20 marks. The flow, however, because you are reading, you get half or less, then you lose out on the marks. Okay? So evidence and knowledge, do you know what you're talking about? You would either get the 20 marks or not. Knowledge, you get all the 20. Evidence, if the evidence is not there, you just get 20, even when you know what you're talking about. Okay? Also, repetitive points. I think we were wasting much time on repeating the same thing. Yeah? And then filler words. Members of the house. Members of the house. Members of the house. You add all the members of the house in a statement, you realize that you've taken 20 minutes in just saying members of the house. So let's work on the filler words that we use. Okay? That also helps you in your flow. How you handled, most of you were very good with engaging the audience, but some of you were losing it when somebody interjects, and then you probably lose confidence or you lose your points. Some of you are getting emotional, so you're not speaking to them. Even as much as you're speaking to them, they're just listening. You're speaking to us and the audience. So you turn and you start speaking to them. It was disturbing you a lot, and you were losing marks on that as well. Then on the last one, which is time management, you had 20 marks. So you get all the 20 marks if you finish on time, which is the 4 minutes you're given or the 5 minutes for the last speaker that you're given. If you get extra 20 seconds, if you finish within the 20 seconds, you get an extra 5 marks. So which means you only get 15 out of 20. However, if you still keep speaking after the 20 seconds or the 10 seconds that you're given, you get 10 marks. So you'll find that, I'll give you an example of no, I won't mention. But there is a school that was debating, that was finishing within time. Yeah, I'm sure you remember them. Within time, no arguments whatsoever, but they got 20 marks for time. All of them. Yeah, I think we can clap for them for that. Yeah, so I think these are some of the things that we should look into as we will be debating on the national stage. Time. I cannot really emphasize much on the fact of knowledge and evidence. Let's really work on that. We can do far much better because the institutes that are in here are all reputable institutions. So let's really work hard on those. The last thing is I am gifting the best speaker and the second best speaker a copy of my book I launched on the 7th of July this month. The book is titled Let's All Be Animals, with a subtitle, with a subtitle, The Unconscious Bias. It was forwarded by the radical entrepreneur Dumisani Nkluve. So I'll gift the best speaker and the second best speaker. May the best team win. May God bless you, bless me, and may God bless all. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm sure we've heard from the judges. That would explain why some of the outcomes were as they are. Right about now, before we announce the results, like I had mentioned, or in fact, as Mr. Kondolo had mentioned, no one is a loser. So at least everyone is walking away with a certificate of participation. So before we get into the results, we are going into that.